Hello everyone, this is Mr. Navratil here. In this video we're going to be taking a look at how to use the Laminator in the Clean Technology Innovation Lab. It's really quite simple. This is just used to add kind of a clear plastic protective layer to a regular piece of paper. So here is the Laminator. You'll notice that there's a couple of different LED indicators over here that just says power and ready. And the first step is to plug our Laminator in. So there's a couple of drop downs in the lab. If you're working over in the maker room, we have the outlets available here. Once you plug the machine in, there's going to be a setting that we have to set it to on the side. It says cold, off, or hot. We are going to make sure that we set it to hot. Once you do that, you'll hear the machine kind of power on. You'll see the power indicator light up. And from here, what we need to do is make sure that we're waiting until it says ready. Once that's the case, we're going to be able to send our sheet through. Now, I just printed off an example sheet here. These are some of the Clean Technology Innovation passes. So to get a laminated side to these, we are going to have to use a special plastic sheet, which you can find in the maker room in these cabinets. If we come down to the bottom where it says Laminator sheet, we're going to pull that open and just pull out one of these plastic sheets. We can come over to our paper. You're going to notice that one side of this Laminator sheet is actually open, so you can kind of put your material inside there. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Push the paper in. What you kind of want to do is get it so that it's nice and centered between this side as well as the other side. And you also want to try and push it as far as you can forward on the sheet here. So you see there's a little bit of a gap, but for the most part it's kind of as far forward as it can be. So once you're all set, make sure it's nice and flat. We're going to bring it over to the Laminator, and the next step is just to wait until we can see a little green light where it says ready. Once the Laminator has heated up, you'll notice that the green indicating light saying ready is now on. It is a little difficult to see, especially from this angle, so make sure that you're paying attention to it kind of from the top view here. Once it's all set, you can take your sheet. It's typically best practice to put it in portrait as opposed to landscape, and we're just going to simply feed it right in the front, and you'll notice and feel it will automatically grab the paper and then it will start feeding it through, and in about a minute it's going to pop out on the other side. Once the sheet stops moving from the other side, you know that it's done, and you can simply kind of pull it out from the back, and you'll notice that we have a nice laminated sheet. Now this was, the purpose of this lamination was actually to cut these passes out, so you could bring this over to the large paper cutter that we have in the lab, or maybe you wanted to laminate the entire sheet and you could kind of just trim the edges. But that is how to use the Laminator in the Clean Technology Innovation Lab.